just wanna be with you.
All right, I'm out here in the shop today. Want to show you guys what I'm working on. I've got my rear end finally completely welded. So I did all the fab work on this, but this was a pre-made Rhodes housing. So I did the back brace. My homie Greg welded these in for me, just because he's an absolute stud on the old TIG welder, and I am pretty mediocre. But I got some Hammer Concept stuff on here. I sure do like the stuff they make. I got this tie down, which unpins. These are advanced chassis brackets. Yeah, pretty happy with how this thing turned out. And then right here, my buddy from Australia, Dale, he hooked me up with some Race Products, a Race Products floater kit. And my buddy Shane dragged him home from Vegas for me. I looked at a bunch of different floater kits, and obviously I am extremely budget minded, budget conscious, and the Race Product stuff just fit the bill. I'm not sponsored by him or anything. I just really like Dale, and he's helped me out, and I run some injectors that he gets, XX Racing injectors, and they are killer. That being said, I'm gonna put this thing together. And I've never put a floater kit together. I've never had a floater kit. Really, they've just always been out of my budget. But this thing was very affordable, and it wasn't half the price of Strange's stuff, but with the exchange rate from Australia, it was like at least 2/3 of the cost. And that kind of put it in my budget. And I kind of wish I didn't even build a rear end housing, because honestly, after you price enough of this stuff, I didn't have the money at the time, but I probably would have been better off to just buy a modular housing from Strange. But like I said, I didn't have the money, so this is what I'm dealing with. I also wanted to show you guys. So obviously, you know, it's probably a little hard to swallow that, like, hey, this guy's budget minded and has a Hemi and goes pretty fast. So I'm going to do a little walk around here and show you guys some stuff. So this is a small block Chevy block that I bought at a swap meet, and it's totally messed up, and two of the mains are goofed up. But this block's totally repairable. And this block is, I don't know, $5,000 new. It's a 9.5 deck. Small block Chevy, and that's probably $1,000 repair, a $1,200 repair, $1,500 repair, something like that. And I might have some freight on top of it. But ultimately, that block is probably worth, if it's fresh, ready to go, I mean, it's probably worth 3,500 bucks, 3,800 bucks, and someone would be happy to buy it for that. Maybe it's too rich for someone else's blood, but that's a perfect example of just a little bit of hustling, make $1,000, you know? And that's how I pay for race stuff. I get really good deals on stuff. I'm always willing to put the work in. And most of my stuff has been fixed or was someone else's garbage. I mean, you know, I built something like this rear end housing, but I bought that housing 2 years ago. And just like I said, I would have loved to buy a modular housing, but it's easy to buy a, you know, peel away $600-700 and buy a housing, and then buy the back brace, and then buy some brackets. And the biggest hit was the floater kit. But that's how this whole car I'm building has kind of worked. I found a good deal on the front struts, bought a 14-point roll cage kit from Rhodes Race Cars, and then just started buying some extra tubing. And here we go. Sorry, I was shutting off some welding gas. But I'd like to produce some better content for you guys, but this is what I got, and I'm going to set this up and do some slow-mo, or hyperlapse, I guess it's called, and show some work on this rear end housing. Bear with me. All right, we're back. So, instructions said caliper bolts, 17 foot-pounds with some red Loctite. I did that. The big spindle nuts get 160 foot-pounds, and I've got to go get some big sockets out of the race trailer. But my son's sick, so I'm going to go check on him and make him some food and check his temperature. But yeah, and hey, tip for all you car dads, you guys probably know what I'm talking about, but maybe future car dads. Dude, 15 minutes. Come out and work on your shit for 15 minutes. It may not seem like much, but it adds up. It's the best way to get stuff done. So fight the good fight. But yeah, dude, just come out and grind a little bit at a time. And, you know, it's how you eat an elephant, one bite at a time. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. See you guys.